Breaking down all 17 things you missed from Survivor Season 43, Episode 4. We are talking cheating, blindsiding, puzzle solving, and much more. Careful for any spoilers if you haven't seen the episode yet. And like always, make sure to stick around to the end of the video when we announce last week's buff giveaway winner. If you want to enter next week's buff giveaway, make sure to hit that juicy red subscribe button, like the video, and comment down below who you think from Survivor 43 will be appearing in a future All-Star season. Let's get started with number 17, Bessie after Tribal. As we could all probably guess, Noelle's super appreciative that the tribe decided to keep her and vote NECA out instead. What we saw from the edit and what was actually going on are probably two very different things. You gotta think this tribe was locked in voting NECA out, or else Noelle would have played her steal a vote advantage. If you remember last week, we talked about keeping Noelle and voting NECA out might have been a bad strategic move here, but it might turn into a smart move if they keep winning all these challenges. We'll be talking about all these awesome challenges later in the video. Like always, Cody has so many juicy confessionals as he talks about voting NECA out.
My girlfriend dumped me, and the pizza guy that I ordered pizza from didn't show up, and my roommate drank all the beer in the fridge.
Number 16, Gabler at Bacca. We're in episode 4, so many points throughout the season, I think I figured Gabler out, and then he turns around and surprises me again. Is this another version of Coach? Is he acting, or is he for real with all these weird situations? It's probably around like 4 a.m. Gabler's up, walking around, putting palm fronds on everybody. Sammy and Ellie aren't having any of it, and really are just getting pissed off for Gabler waking them up. Number 15, Ellie versus Gabler. Just a small little argument about starting the fire, how to start the fire. Really, I don't think this is gonna turn into anything. It's just used as a moment to show Bacca having some drama. With getting very little sleep and these big personalities of Ellie and Gabler, they're gonna fight a little bit here. And if you remember correctly, throwback to episode 1, Ellie tries to connect with Gabler about some heavy metal music. I was really hoping during this argument she would turn around to Gabler and be like, actually, I don't like that music at all. Number 14, reward Matt chat. We're just flying through this episode. I must say, I think the first half of the episode is stronger than the back half, but still some fun action going on. I love me some good drone shots, and that's exactly what we get here as the players walk to the challenge. And as they're walking in, Jeff gets a little weird talking to them, but we still haven't seen any fourth wall breaking action. Number 13, reward. Correct me in the comments down below if I'm wrong here, but I think this might have been the first time we see this challenge, and I really liked it. One player uses sandbags to knock down some blocks. The exact same player needs to walk on 2 blocks to the finish line, and the 3 remaining players need to land a sandbag on the disc. The winner of the challenge gets 10 fish and the opportunity to steal a reward. Look, we're gonna talk about the steal reward later. I want to talk about the 10 fish. What is going on here? You can now trade rewards if you don't want one. Jeff's lying, right? This hasn't always been a thing. We're gonna dive into it after the challenge. Number 12, reward challenge. It doesn't help him to actually finish the challenge, but it was really cool seeing Ryan throw a sandbag right down the middle, but then he fully chokes for the rest of the challenge. Pretty funny how part of the challenge is avoiding the lava and balancing on 2 blocks. And I can just picture Jeff Probst bored at home one day playing the floor is lava. We see it once here, we're gonna see it again later. Vessie's doing really good in these challenges. Was NECA the reason they were losing? Should they have voted NECA out earlier in the season? We can't touch on that too much here, but next challenge, the immunity challenge, there's a puzzle, so we can dive into that topic a little more. Anyway, Dwight lands the last sandbag and Vessie wins the challenge. Number 11, new Survivor rule. I can't be the only one super confused here. There's no way this has been a rule the entire time, right? Has this been a rule the whole time? Can you just trade rewards? Let's play the clip right here. I want to make sure I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely. You can always trade for a previous reward and give up your fish.
Dalton Ross gives off this awesome tweet about wanting to trade for the Jack and Jill reward from Survivor Season 23. Anyway, the funner, or the more fun, part of the reward is getting to steal something from another tribe, and that's going to be left to a surprise as the other tribes have to walk away. Vessie ends up trading the 10 fish for a toolkit and some fruit, and I'm left just super confused. Number 10, reward steal plan. While Vessie's enjoying the fruit, they gotta decide who they want to send on this adventure to go steal something. And sidetrack real quick, I'm getting too caught up on this reward trading system. Does Jeff just always have some fruit, toolkits, fishing gear, everything ready to go just in case for a trade? Or is there some items that are off limits to trade? Like, what if you want Applebee's?
I love Applebee's. Applebee's is by far my favorite sit-down restaurant. Oh my god, yes.
Back on topic here, the idea is you want to strengthen your tribe and weaken another tribe. Cody really wants to go, and it annoys Dwight because Dwight thinks he'll do a better job here. Realistically, I think Cody's the best choice because, well, come on, he's a salesperson, but he's also super charismatic. Number 9, reward steal drama. I love when Survivor isn't taking itself too seriously and just having fun with the editing. And this was just a fun moment, bouncing back and forth between the 3 tribes as they're all debating what what's gonna be stolen and where Vessie's gonna go. It's awesome. Baka thinks it's gonna be Coco because Coco has the most players left in the game, and Coco thinks it's gonna be Baka because Baka has the best rewards. Cody really wants to take the machete and just destroy another tribe. That's the move I would have done. I really wish they went with that. Realistically, it's probably not the smart move to make a full-out enemy with another tribe, but Jesse says the old version of himself would have done this, as we get this awesome tweet from Peridium. Number 8, reward steal. Again, a fun little back and forth as we're not sure what tribe Cody's gonna visit. If you were gonna tell me before Survivor 43 came out that a salesperson job was gonna have a multi-episode story arc, I just wouldn't have believed you. We get this tweet about Cody being a salesperson and he plays it off perfectly. He starts with the machete, but little does the other tribe know, he doesn't actually want the machete, it just gets them to bite. He ends up walking away with so many things, but the key thing here to remember is, Jeff Probst says during the reward challenge that the winner gets to take one item. Cody gets the fishing gear, he gets some food, and he gets some limes as well. Ultimately, Carla knows this tribe got played by Cody.
I think Cody played us.
Number 7, immunity. We gotta backtrack for a second. I'm pretty upset we didn't get to see the reaction from the rest of Cody's tribe about him returning with all these items. Anyway, the challenge, it's a good one. You gotta race to knock down some heavy sandbags, looking for a key, use the key to unlock a net, drag 4 large puzzle pieces under the net, arrange the pieces in a square, then go up a cargo net, and then lastly, rearrange the puzzle pieces into a triangle. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is another fun new challenge. The first 2 tribes to finish win immunity, and the 3rd tribes go in a tribal council. Number 6, immunity challenge. We finally get to see Vessie trying out a puzzle without NECA there, and while spoiler alert, they actually do really well. I don't see enough people talking about this, but we get to see a glimpse of Sassy Jeff return. That's literally what everyone's asking for, Sassy Jeff to come back, as Dwight and Jeff are bickering back and forth about how slow he's going. Vessie's finally able to win an immunity challenge as they come in first place, but they end up helping the Baka tribe out and telling them how to do the puzzle. This has so many implications for this happening. On Twitter, Mike Bloom is freaking out about this happening, and Steven Fishback responds saying how it's a really bad idea. But it works out. Vessie comes in first place, Baka comes in second place, and if you missed it, Gavin points out Sammy hits the gritty as a celebration, meaning Coco is finally going to tribal council. Number 5, Coco plays Survivor. Yeah, that's right. 4 episodes in and they finally get to play Survivor. They decide to have food first before they start to strategize and split off into groups, which lesson to future Survivor players, that's always the good idea, because if you start doing strategy first, you're never eating that night. One little thing I want to point out about Ryan, he says the people he trusts most are Gio and James, and that's news to me. I thought his allies were Gio and Carla. Number 4, Gio power trip. He got too cocky, he got too comfortable. Gio feels like he's in the power position here. He decides to target Cassidy, but the problem is he's coming off way too strong. We then see all the girls and James together deciding who they want to vote out. They decide Gio, and really I thought that alliance was gonna come through and Gio was gonna go home here. Survivor got me. They blindsided me with what ends up happening. Carla says there's no way she's voting Cassidy out. I still think Carla has the most power on her tribe. If she says Cassidy's not going, Cassidy's not going. Boom, easy, good to go. If they're heading to tribal council that moment, Gio would have been the one voted out. Number 3, Lindsay and paranoia. The issue is they didn't go to tribal council that moment, and Lindsay gets a little paranoid. By that I mean a lot paranoid. She freaks out completely. I'm not gonna pretend I didn't see all the comments. Peace out a lot of people's winner pick. I'm really curious if what we saw happen here is actually what went down. Did the editors pull a fast one on us and make Lindsay look bad here, or was she actually this paranoid? And Mike Bloom shares this crazy conspiracy theory that this is Survivor Worlds Apart 2.0. Number 2, tribal council. Coco absolutely freaks out about the tribal council set. Not gonna lie, I got blindsided. I thought Lindsay was the misdirect and Gio was gonna be going home, but number 1, Lindsay voted out. It's crazy. Peridium puts a few things together and realizes 4 women have gone home back to back to back to back, meaning we may be in store for a really chaotic and messy season of Survivor. Anyway, congratulations NYC Demon, you're this week's buff giveaway winner. I'll announce a new winner next week, and click right here for my Survivor 44 cast assessment.